How's it going, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and it's time to review the X-Files Season 10, Episode 2, titled Founders Mutation. Spoiler review. Please make sure you have seen the episode. There's only 4 more episodes left. That means 4 more Mondays, and we're done with X-Files, man. Just that quick, and it's going to go so quick, man. The premiere last night, I gave it a B+. But I will say, I thought it was a good episode, but it was a great start to the season. Good episode, but a great start to the season. So good, but then to great. So this is truly the X-Files, this episode. Last episode was more political. It was an X-Files episode, but it wasn't that freak of the week until we got to the real X-Files tonight. This is the old school feeling we've all been dying for, all us X-Files fans. And it's great for the new ones, the new people that come in, and it's just great for the fans, just in general. This is amazing. And next week, oh my gosh, even more freak of the weeks. And if they pulled this off so perfectly tonight, I hope they could pull it off next week, man, with the werewolf or, whatever they're going to go with next week. So I hope they could do it, man. Almost reminds me, I know you're not going to get some, I'm going to get some bad fun, but it reminds me of like a Supernatural sort of thing next week, like Supernatural, the show, where there's a werewolf or something. But then again, X-Files was the Supernatural before Supernatural. Just FYI. FYI, kids. There was a Supernatural before Supernatural. Anyway, so let's get on to this, guys. It should take me less than 3 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score. I'm also reviewing Lucifer. That's another Fox show. If you want to check out my spoiler review on that, it's on the channel. Check it out. So Sanjay is sick. This is just a character for the episode. Dr. Sanjay, he's very sick. He's hearing loud ringing noises in his head. He's hearing voices. He's just like, literally and no one could hear anything he's hearing. He looks crazy, and he has red in his eyes and everything. I mean, seriously. He goes to this data room and he ends up killing himself. He puts a letter opener in his ears to stop the ringing, and it instantly obviously kills him. He falls to the ground, and the whole time Sanjay was doing his facial reactions and everything, I was like, ew, like gross. I mean, it's really intense already. The first 3 minutes, it's already bloody and gross and creeping you out, man. So Mulder and Scully are on the case. Mulder ends up taking Sanjay's phone, and Mulder meets a guy named, I'm going to probably butcher this name, Gupta, or at least that's what it meant. It meant secret, and he goes to this bar and he meets the man there. He's like, we should talk some more private. And they go to the back, and he ends up like almost like he's gonna suck Mulder's dick. And when he went on his knees, I literally was like, oh, like Mulder's just like, hey, wait, man. And obviously, it wasn't business related. That Gupta, it's just that's Sanjay's lover on the side. So, oh well, that didn't lead to any of the case things, but I thought that was really funny the way Mulder responded to that. And it was just, and then they ended up talking afterwards. You know what, man, it's cool. So Sanjay is left behind, or he left behind a message on his hand called Founders Mutation, obviously the title's episode. So the autopsy, Scully's back to doing it. Alright, autopsy right now, and then she goes right on to talking about it. So they're at his apartment. Mulder and Scully are at his apartment. The police show up randomly. They triggered a silent alarm, and Mulder hears the ringing. He falls to the ground, and he's like, ah! And he hears a voice, find her. Find her. What happens if he hears DJ Khalid or whatever Khalid? You're loyal. I appreciate that. Another one. What happens if he just ends up hearing that? That'd be really creepy. Anyway, we see Skinner, baby. Mitch Pileggi back. Skinner again. I mean, we saw him last episode, but we didn't get to see him much. We still don't get to see him a lot this episode. We only see him one time, I think. But the role he has, because there's this guy in the office who, the guy is actually on Arrow. I thought that was cool. The guy's there, and he's like, Skinner's all professional. Well, you know what, Mulder, Scully. And then the guy leaves, and then he's like, you made copies, didn't you? I was just like, ooh, classic Skinner, baby. On the side of Mulder and Scully. He's never really clearly on their side, but he dwells with them. He knows. He knows their family, their squad, baby. You can't have X-Files without Skinner. You can never have that. Anyway, so the guy takes the files of Sanjay. So they end up making copies. Like I said, they're at the hospital now. They want to see Goldman. Goldman is basically Sanjay's he was the main businessman. He's the main doctor there of the whole organization. So we meet Agnes, and she's, this pregnant girl. She needs help. She wants to escape the hospital. Scully misses William, which is her son. And she has this dream sequence where, he was, going to school. She drops him off at school, and then he ends up, it switches to him breaking his arm in the middle of the street. And then after that, he has weird eyes, and he's like, Mom, I need help. What's happening to me? All that sort of thing. It's called weed. All that sort of thing. But, it was weed. Calm down. You're tripping out, man. Shh. All that. That'd be pretty funny. But, anyway, so they meet Goldman. And they see a bunch of mutated kids, man. I don't know whether to. I mean, that is real stuff. I think not but in real world life stuff. They are people like that who are physically I don't know if that's actually real, but I mean, there's real things I'm assuming out there. It's sad. It's I feel bad for them, but yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna go any further. I'm not gonna dig myself that hole, but. Yeah, they're a bunch of mutated kids. So they meet Adam. Agnes is found dead, by the way. He's found dead. I don't know why I said meet Adam. I don't remember that. Anyway, the fetus is gone out of Agnes, so there's no, evidence going back to Goldman, Dr. Goldman. So Goldman's wife, we meet her. Her name is Jackie. She's insane. She lost her baby a long time ago. We go to flashback with her where... Molly is in the water, her daughter, she's in the water and everything, and she actually looks like Scully when she's down there, when she's in the water and the red hair and everything. I'm like, oh, Scully. But anyway, the daughter is the dad did a bunch of mutations on her daughter, and then she was pregnant with her son, which his name is Kai, or, no, I don't want to give it away, her son, and she ended up running out, she cut her husband and everything. She was in a car accident, and she had to cut the stomach open, and the baby crawled out of there. At least that's what it looked like, because the baby's hand kind of scooped its way out, so that's what happens, man. It's really creepy. I saw the hand, I'm like, oh, please don't tell me we're going to see it. Whee! That'd be crazy. It just goes out, and then it's like Spaceballs, hello, my honey, hello, my baby, all that, and then it just dances away. That'd be pretty funny. But it's X-Files. Where are we at, man? I'm already lost here. Okay, so we have a janitor that was in the beginning of the episode, classic old X-Files, man. The killer is at the main, you always bump into him oh, man, sorry, and then that's ending up being the killer at the end of the episode. So that's the classic old X-Files. So the janitor named Kyle, he's a dropout and everything. He has a special abilities. Special abilities. Sounds like a guy from Heroes. Maybe this is a Heroes crossover sort of thing. He has powers. I really thought Heroes and Cross, it sounds like a Heroes thing. But anyway, they get him. There's a bunch of birds. When birds come, there's bad stuff happening. But they end up taking him in hospital, and they find Molly, his sister, because remember she cut the baby out of her stomach? Well, that was Kyle. He's grown up now, and he wants to go for Molly. And I think it's cute. I know they're brother and sister, but I almost had I don't know. When I saw them, they had a love thing going. I don't know. I felt like they love each other. They need each other, not just brother and sister. I know. Technically, they're not real. I mean, they're actresses and actors, so it's not really. Who cares? But still, I had that feeling they should love each other or something, because the way they looked at each other, hey. And then he was like, "Are you ready for this?" And breaks the glass. Bro, Goldman goes and he's like, "No," and he bleeding from his eyeballs. Hell, Scully gets thrown to the wall. I mean, literally bitch slapped without even being slapped. Mulder gets dragged around the floor, man. He ends up blacking out, man. And he makes a joke when he wakes up. He's like, oh, I saw Goldman's eye pop out. You can't unsee that. Fucking Mulder, man. Who's writing your dialogue? I love it. Back to that Mulder feeling, baby. I love it so much. Anyway, so Molly and Kyle are gone, and Mulder dreams of William at the end of the episode, just like how Scully did. He dreams about it, him, and the UFO takes him at the end. He's like, no! And then, he's at the table and everything, and he's looking at the photo. And that's about it, guys. What did I think about the X-Files episode, ladies and gents, boys and girls, aliens, and aliens from outer space? Now, the pros, first off. I have a lot of damn pros, man. First off, the few funny lines that are in here. It is a funny episode when Mulder, when he's going at it, dude, he adds a lot of Obamacare. Like, he just adds so many political things and also real-life events in 2016 that's going on, and I love that about him, dude. Like, yesterday's premiere was so political, but this episode, it was back to that X-Files feeling, but they still add a little 2016 twist, a little what's going on in the world, who's who's that type of thing, and I like that about the few funny Mulder lines that were said. The opening of the episode was awesome, man. It was back to that, ding, 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 ding. Like, when it's a monster of the week and it opens up with creepy, like, it didn't open up with creepy music, but in the 90s when it had like a piano, like doom 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 doom, and it's like in the dark and someone's running and you can tell they're gonna die or something, and it's like doom 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 doom, like there's like a weird mystic music and smoke everywhere almost sort of thing. But of course this is 2016 and in HD, and of course Sanjay, you could tell something bad's gonna happen to him. Someone always ends up dying in the beginning of an episode. That's just how it is, or they get abducted or something. So I love that feeling of the opening, man. The directing of the episode is so beautifully done. I love the way the X-Files is being directed, dude. Something about... I know Chris Carter directed yesterday's episode. James Wong, the guy's name is James Wong, who directed this episode and wrote it, man. Fantastic, man. Congratulations. I really enjoyed everything, your vision for the episode and what happened, and also whoever did the camera work, whether it was James Dorn or someone else, photography, that was really beautiful, man. Molly and Kyle, their stories, man, and I like how you're not Molly, and then he ends up finding the real Molly for some reason. I thought that was a little bit cheesy, but also they're together, and the thing is, they are never found. That's it. No more Molly and Kyle. They're gone. They ran out of there, baby. Will they pop up again? I doubt it, but maybe they will. It's the X-Files. Toombs showed up again, man. Remember Toombs came back? He was like, and he did everything. But yeah, Molly and Kyle. That's what I love about X-Files. The case is never solved. It's never solved. Some cases are solved, but it's never. It's not easy being a FBI. I want to believe sort of investigator, bureau. Alien investigator / doctor sort of stuff. The effects in here, practical and CGI effects, were awesome. I don't see a lot of CGI effects, maybe some birds, but all that was good, man. Nothing wrong with it. Skinner as well, Mitch Pileggi, awesome job in here, man. Love you. Mulder and Scully, them back together, and that old classic feeling was so beautiful, so well done, man. Mulder is a little bit, like, I see little David Duchovny now, man, because he's a little bigger, a little more gain weight, he's walking around and everything, no big deal. Gillian Anderson, man, did she dye her hair, or is she wearing a wig? I don't know why she couldn't just wear a wig and have that 90s old wig type of look, that was her real hair in the 90s, but have that 90s hairstyle, I really would like that. It's 2016, what the hell, I thought we were 2002 still. I don't know. But I still love the way that they look. I like their new style. And Mulder was back to his suit, man. He wasn't wearing that green jacket yesterday. Are you ready for this, Scully? Oh, no. We're already here. I don't know if you noticed, but I have my FBI. I know it's hard to see, but look. My FBI Mulder and Scully FBI tags I got from a Comic-Con, man. I know that's hard to see. Yeah, you can see the FBI logos right here. There it is. There it is. I know I should be wearing my FBI tag. Maybe next week, man. I'll wear them next week. So Mulder and Scully, it's a very intense episode. Bloody. There's some blood. The guy got cut in the arm, Goldman. He's freaking bleeding from his arm, bleeding from his eye. I mean, god damn, X-Files is pretty damn bloody now for 2016. And that old school feeling, it had that 90s feel, it had that X-Files feeling that we've all been craving for. The dreams, the way that the dreams are constructed, it is confusing, but the way that they are constructed and what they have for the meaning of the future of the X-Files definitely kind of leaves you on your edge of your seat. Where like, what's going on, man? I'm a little confused. What's going on? I don't know. That's the X-Files, baby. And the ending of the episode, just with, backing shot of Mulder's back. Spooky Mulder. Remember Spooky? I don't know. Now the cons of the episode. First off, it felt like two separate episodes. The first part was like Sanjay and all that, and then it went all the way to Kyle, or, Molly and Kyle. And I'm not saying, like, it's just a little con, but and if you look at it from afar, it's almost like two separate episodes mixed together. It does work out well, but it was to Sanjay and his death, and then it led to Goldman, but then it led to it led on to more things, for an episode. Also, they captured Kyle so easily. Like Scully, Scully's like, "Hey, you're gonna have to come with us," and then like, boom, right in the car. Mulder's okay after he was like, "Ah." So, like, no big deal, As well as Goldman, I really didn't like the guy at all. He was a douche the whole time. We really didn't get much into him, actually. Even though he was in the shots a lot, he was a villain, man. He was just like, come here, I want you to stay here. I'm going to have a child. I'm going to mutate him into a better person. And then, she ended up leaving and everything and got in a car accident. She fucked everything up. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end up giving this X-Files episode, Season 10, Episode 2, Founders Mutation, A minus, guys. It's a great episode, man. I enjoyed it more than the premiere, man. I love the premiere, man. I think it was a good episode, a great start to the season. This was the real X-Files. Comment down below. Let me know what did you guys think about it, man. Tell me your thoughts. Share this video. You want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. And remember, I do other shows, superhero shows, dramas, comedies, much more, man. I may be behind on a few shows. I may be behind, but I will catch up. You can expect that much. So, 4 more weeks of X-Files. Do you believe? Ask yourself, are we truly alone?